What's going on, guys? I'm Josh. I am one half of the Shinken-OOOs reaction team, assuming Toei does not strike us down. Hi. This is super weird being back recording YouTube videos again. Um, so this is just a little intro video. Get to know me and Jaden a little bit. Uh, Speaking of which, here's Jaden.
Hi, it's Jaden, part of Shinken-OOOs, and I'm just gonna talk about my history with Kamen Rider and Super Sentai for a little bit here. So, I'm sure this goes for a lot of Western Toku fans, but uh, when I was a kid, younger, I was originally a fan of Power Rangers growing up. And through being a fan of Power Rangers and watching content of it on YouTube, I became aware of Super Sentai and eventually Kamen Rider as well. Uh, and it was during 2019 that I began being more interested in Kamen Rider. Specifically, there were a lot more clips from the show on YouTube at the time, and Kamen Rider Geo was airing. More specifically, I did see a clip during after Geo had ended. I had seen a clip of Kamen Rider Geo's uh, fight scene against another decade, and I sort of wanted to know the context behind that. So I started watching Geo. That was my first Kamen Rider season. I enjoyed it, even rewatched it a couple years ago. Still actually did enjoy it. And since then, I've watched a handful of other seasons. One of my favorites, as you can probably guess by the channel name, is Kamen Rider O's. I do somewhat actively collect the toys for Rider and Sentai. I actually have Sword right here. Uh, Now, my first Sentai season was. I do believe I started watching it last year. Maybe. Osama Sentai King Oger. That one, too, I had started watching only after it had ended. But regardless, I did really enjoy that show as well. Now, as part of this channel, we are going to be reacting to Kamen Rider and Super Sentai series, primarily. And a lot of them are probably going to be shows that either one or neither of us have seen. So you will be seeing a lot of our genuine first-time reactions. And I guess my motivation for being willing to do this type of thing is, well, I love Toku. And I want to share that love of Toku with more people. Hell, I even got my own mother interested in Kamen Rider because we do actually watch Kamen Rider Zets' episodes as they come out every weekend. In fact, we're going to be watching episode 5, I believe, is going to be airing next tonight, as of recording this. So, yeah. I don't know what our release schedule is going to look like, but you can probably expect, plenty of reactions from Josh and I to come. Should Toei not smite us? That's pretty much all for me. See ya.
So, that was Jaden. Pretty cool guy, right? Anyways, like I said before, I'm Josh. I am the Sentai half of this little channel we got going on here. Shinken-OOOs. Jaden actually gave me that idea for the name. It's a mixture of Shinkenger and Kamen O's, and it kind of just like makes the name of the Gatai and all that. It was really cool. I was really just gonna name it Josh and Jaden Watch Toku, which was lame as fuck. But anyways, I'm gonna try to keep this as short as I can. Like I said, my name's Josh. My history with Tokusatsu is I was about six and a half when Shinkenger was like starting to get its feet off the ground, story-wise. And I was about 7, I think, when Power Ranger Samurai ended, and was about to transition into Megaforce. Found some videos online of this Japanese Power Ranger Samurai show, and I was like, that's not a samurai. And eventually I learned about Shinkenger. As I got older, I found sites to watch it on, and then, yeah, I became a huge Sentai fan. Few Sentais I finished: Gokaiger, Go Busters, Cure Major, so on and so forth. I'm kind of a fake fan. I haven't watched a lot of them. Me and Jaden are currently watching Avataro Sentai Dawn Brothers, though. Like the true dumbass I am, I forgot to record our reactions to episode 1 and 2. So, in compensation for that, we're gonna upload a little review of those first 2 episodes tomorrow. And then, depending on when the actual subbed version of Gozuger episode 33 comes out, we're going to review that as well and then react to that. And tomorrow I will put out a video of us reacting to episodes 2 and 3 of Dawn Brothers, and then a review. The review will probably come before that, but a review of the first 2 episodes. Yeah, like Jaden said, we don't know what our release schedule is going to be, but at most, I want to get out at least like 5 videos a week. I feel like that's reasonable. Or at least like 3 or 4 at the most. 3 or 4 at the minimum, 5 at the most, that kind of stuff. These videos might take a long ass time to make, so prepare for probably long ass wait times. It just depends on how long it takes me to stop being dumb and learn how to use an editing software. But yeah, this is gonna be a nice wild little ride, and I hope that you guys will join us for this very, very turbulent ride into YouTube stardom. That makes me feel pretentious. But anyways, I'm Josh. Keep it real. That was bad. I'm sorry.